Good afternoon. Walking, talking. 7 days to go before I go back to the UK, and I'm okay with it. Gonna throw all sorts of random things in this video. Some quite useful. It's just a day in a life, really. There's my little plants. I've got up, and I've got my cleaner. I've got her to water them while I'm away because they all need watering. And I did a short on my Facebook, which I didn't make a YouTube video of, but just there, and it's totally gone now, there was a huge hornet's nest, termite's nest, fucking hornets. It was as big as that pot. It was really tall. This is another problem with living in villas or places with gardens, especially the older ones. This, we believe, is a termite hole. And in my bathroom en suite, there's signs that the same sand is in there behind the little water heater down by the floor. And they sprayed it and got it out, and it actually got into my kitchen as well, into my ensuite. Someone reckons it's ADHD. I reckon it's just me being forgetful and I don't know, not taking any notice, not really caring that much. I don't know. But the Alzheimer's, I think, getting old. Right, so the other thing I did realise, giving you a little tour around my outside area, look. What I did realise is that I made a video a couple of days ago, AMR Fashions, Armour Fashions, getting some shirts made for me and a couple for my mate Mark Powell in Soho. There we are, look. And yesterday I was going to go out. I was going to go into town yesterday, and then it rained, and then different things sort of overtook my mindset, really. But ended up staying in all day. And what I didn't do is I didn't go back and look and edit that video. I could have put it up. I like to put my videos up pretty much as I'm doing them, on the day or the day after. Those who know me well who know that I used to even date them. Don't really date them so much now, but this one I'll hopefully go up on the same day. It's Tuesday Tuesday the 7th, is it? Because I'm exactly 7 days away from going home. Cop and cab! My security man. And it doesn't matter how well you're known here, you have to open the gate up if you're on the scooter. You need that key card to get in and out, which is really good for security. So yeah, from my condo, what I'm doing today, I'm going up, I'm doing a load of things. I haven't eaten yet, it's 2:30. So I'm going to go into town, get something to eat, go and pick the shirts up. Then I've got a tiny bit of shopping to do. Getting Scarlett a little backpack rucksack thing, tiny one, because their new boyfriend does quite a bit of DJing and they go to events. And it'd be better for her to have something like that on her back rather than a handbag, for safety and security. So that's how close it is from Condo Hotel Village to jump on a BART bus. Here they come all the time, and I'll get on and I'll probably record it. Maybe a little bit. There's another one of the security guards there. Now I'm all darkened down in with colour. No flowered shirts today, no flowered hat, because still a week away from when Songkran unofficially starts. I think it's the 19th, the last big day, but if you go into town now, I bet you it started. I'll show you in a bit. I bet you it's already started. So if you wear a coloured shirt, they just think you're up for it. And I'm not, so I've got to wear non-coloured shirts for quite a few days. Okay, let's get into Pattaya. It's First area going into Pattaya on Second Road. Might not even be Second Road, this road. It's definitely the Indian Quarter. Tons and tons of hotels and restaurants. Loads of Indian food everywhere. And girls waiting outside hotels. Yeah, Paddington Inn now. Look. Never seen that before, but unfortunately it looks like it's closed too. This is the junction here where often you get kicked off because they don't go straight down Second Road, but this one is. Often they go up there, so you pay 10 baht here from Jomtien to here, and then you pay another 10 baht to get into Pattaya. This is what I'm staying on, which is pretty good. And I usually give them 20 baht. It's controversial because some people say, oh, it's only one journey, you only have to give them 10 baht. But if you did have to change it, it would cost you 20 baht. I think they said that the prices of these tuk-tuks have gone up in about 10 or 15 years, maybe even longer. So 10 baht to get 5-6 miles. 20 to 30p. Bamboo scaffolding that. Taking the poles up. Just as strong as steel apparently. Yeah. And obviously lighter, easier to move around. One thing I've got to do later, I've got 2 cases and one of them's really old. And I bought a case for Scarlett last year, and I'm going to get myself another case for me to go home with this time, which would be a good investment. I always go to the same little shop. There's a girl who works inside the actual shop itself, and I go there just because I go there really. So yeah, I'll be doing a bit of shopping later. I'm going to eat, then I'm going to pick up the shirts, then I'll get the case and Scarlett's little backpack thing, and I can stick it all in the case. It's going to be a longish day because it's not 3 o'clock yet, it's 2:45, and that's the Pattaya night, so I'm not sure what I'm going to eat yet, but I'm going to have, I feel already I'm going to have Spider-Man, I'm going to have chicken cashew nut. Yes, I eat Thai food sometimes. Myth Bar Complex. Still a bit early for them to be fully open. 1 or 2 of them have started open and cleaning up. But yeah, not fully open yet. So yeah, I think I'm going to go to the Golden Ferret. I've been there a few times. I was going to try and find somewhere totally different, but the danger with that is you might get food you don't really like. So the Golden Ferret, Central Pattaya. That's the shopping mall there. Don't know what so they call it. You can eat there as well. That's always busy. Non-toxic Japanese money. I'm going to sit outside and have a little chat with you outside. Golden Ferret. When it rains, it only rains for less than an hour really. This magnetic thing is a real pain. Wish they had a fixture one because I've lost one and this one fell off recently and I didn't realise, but luckily I found it again. So yeah. How do I feel about going home? I feel alright. I'm really looking forward to seeing my daughter and grandson. Young Dylan, I saw a video of him the other day. He's riding a 2-wheel bike with no stabilisers, crash helmet on, and that's obviously been drummed into him because he kind of half fell off it at the end, and he's like, "Oh, look, I had my crash helmet on." Look. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing them. There's an interesting thing. It's all going to go off track, but I like the way I do this. So I made a little event in Soho, which is where I lived the last 5 years in my last sort of permanent home, and a little get together. and it's one of my friend's birthdays as well. And I made the event yesterday. If any of you Facebookers, any of you YouTubers want to add me on Facebook, my name is Coppencap Trevor Byron Jones. You can find me. That's going to be the only thing here. It's a bit noisy, isn't it? Anyway, I made an event last night because I know so many people in that area. Already 7 are going, and not being funny, if I made an event here, I'm not sure anybody would come. Banana smoothie, and that's partly my own fault because I haven't sort of pushed myself on people. Probably the only decent friend I've met similar wavelength to me is Rob. All right, Rob, I know you watch, but he's home at the moment, and he is planning to come back here. But we're going to go, so I'm going to spend a bit of time in London. When I first arrived, the day after I arrived, I've got this party in Berwick Street, Soho. Just food. Bring your own booze, because Ali, the owner, has had some problems with his licensing. He usually likes to break every rule in the book, so at the moment he can't sell alcohol. So we're going to have a little meal and get together. One of the Musketeers will be there. Olga's birthday, well, it's Bob's girlfriend. But Neil is away. I'm not sure where Neil is. Where are you, Neil? In Italy? I think either in Italy or Turkey. So I won't meet Neil for a few more days. So I'm going to spend a few days in Soho, stay at my mate's Deep, and then I'm going down to Didcot to do some jobs that I've promised to kind of help organise and do for Scarlett, which I could have done without coming home. I'm not coming home for that. I'm not coming home for any reason other than it's time for me to come home. It's been about a year. These are great. No sugar, because they still like to put sugar in even a bloody banana smoothie. So yeah, I'm going home for that, and then Easter Monday, hopefully, I'll be going to watch my team Swindon play. Yeah, that could be painful, couldn't it? And then Rob, my mate, and Alan Bold, he usually gives me some good comments on here. We are looking to book a little getaway in Spain for 10 days. And even though it's not high season, the biggest problem with that is everywhere is expensive. I really wanted to go back to Malaga, the city. So expensive. A lot of the hotels where I went years ago, they're like pod hotels now, where they're just sleeping pods in them. Jesus, and they're like over 100 quid a night to sleep basically in a coffin. So Malaga, Costa del Sol coastline is definitely a lot more expensive than Costa Blanca. So I got to message Alan a bit when he wakes up and say maybe we go back to Alicante, which we both know Alicante quite well, and in the centre of Alicante in the harbour, and all of that coastline like Lasagna where I go, where my mate Steve is. Mil Palmeras, is cheaper there. It's still expensive, but it's cheaper than the Costa del Sol. And I suppose that's why one of the reasons I think if I do buy a place in Spain, I'd rather be Malaga side, Costa del Sol side, but then I might not be able to afford what I want, which is pretty normal. So yeah, have I expressed how I feel about going home? Yeah, I feel fine. I'm ready for it. I know the minute I get there it's going to be cold. The one thing I'm not looking forward to is travelling. But I booked my taxi already. I use Nam's Taxi. I can put a link for them down in my description. Really good. They tell you what car registration plate, the name of the driver when they pick you up, and they can get you to the airport for 1,000 baht. Although somebody said they might have stopped the small cars to the airport, so 1,100 baht maybe, and I always get a slightly bigger one, 1,200 baht. 1,200 baht to get a taxi to the airport, door to door, rather than even walking my cases across that road, because the coach station is dead opposite my villa complex. There's no way. There's no way. I don't care. I don't care if the coach was free. I don't want to go on them coaches. I did say to a couple of friends who went on one recently, I went and picked their tickets up for them, and there was a Russian guy next to me. Absolutely reeked of BO. Imagine that. Oh, hello. Thank you. Cup and cap. See? It does look like it's more sweet and sour here, which normally chicken cashew isn't sweet and sour. But again, that's the benefit or disadvantage in eating somewhere different, isn't it? You never quite know what you're going to get. So let's try a little bit, shall we? Yeah. It's funny, isn't it, how they all do it different. Oh, it's quite spicy as well, this one. Normal chicken cashew isn't as spicy and isn't as sweet. And the normal one I've had many times in many different Thai restaurants. And it's better, really. This one's definitely too spicy for me. I'll get through it. And then hopefully I'm going to wander up, pick up my shirts. Might stop off somewhere and have a couple of beers. My flight home, I'm using a British Airways Avios voucher. And you have to spend, I think it's something like £15,000 in 3 months to get them. But I've had these vouchers for years. Last year I lost the voucher totally. I got nothing for it because I couldn't and didn't fly within the time period. You get a year, I think. And so I booked this one a few months ago now. And because I've got so many Avios, I usually book business class. But I booked premium economy. And I feel I've said this a few times before, but I used the voucher, 50,000 Avios, and I think 25 quid. And that was it. No, thank you. But I still want to try and see if I can pay to upgrade for business class. There's British Airways. And I'm going direct. I haven't gone direct for years because usually, British Airways weren't flying since COVID to Bangkok. So I've used Qatar. And they always stop over. So, flying direct, yeah, I'd rather, if I can upgrade and pay more, how much extra would I pay? Honestly, if I had to pay 500 or 800 quid, I'd pay it. But the vouchers are gone from years ago. The vouchers I incurred through my business. So they don't really have a cost unless you have a loss if you don't bloody use them, of course. Right, that's it. Stop waffling. So that's the Memorial Hospital there. I think that's the one where I had my x-ray done, isn't it? The one at the end here. That's the better of the two with more facilities. And just around the corner here is Armour Fashion, AMR Fashion. Let's go and pick these shirts up. Righto, fella. These are your two, Mark. Obviously can't try them on or open them, don't need to. I've tried mine on, these are mine, I've got three, I've got grey, white and blue. We've got a good range of colours there, look. So yeah, I just spoke to Nick Dean in NDI TVs in his bar. They're all having a big staff meeting, it was packed in there. And he said the bottom of Soy 7 is starting Songkran tomorrow. So that's the 8th. And the last day is the 19th. So that's 11 days. Someone tried to tell me somewhere on YouTube the other day, didn't go on for 2 weeks last time. Oh, you're splitting hairs, 10 days, not 2 weeks. Still far too long. Along here somewhere is the girl for the suitcases, plenty of suitcases here. This might be a little shop I normally use. Yep. So yeah, I lost time with everything. Haven't got my decent microphone in. It's now the evening, 9 o'clock at night, and I'm having a beer to celebrate the getting the shirts. Got a suitcase which I did in the video, and I lost track of everything. But anyway, I've waffled on enough. Let's see what the next few days make. A couple more before I go home, huh? What do you want to hear, guys? Let me know. You just want to see me drinking beer.